Then, whilst I'm telling you all of my thoughts and all of my plans, I like one of those like slick things. Sorry?
Champion! Champion!
I have just pulled up at the gym. Actually, let me turn the engine off. There you go. You can probably hear me better now. Good morning. I've just pulled up at the gym. Today, we are gonna have a very, like, get stuff done day. I really need a day where I just plow through all the things on my to-do list because, oh, I'm so excited. It's finally here. I can't believe it. But tomorrow, literally tomorrow, we're flying to South Africa to see our wedding venue. And I keep putting off packing. I was planning on putting it off till tomorrow and I was like, no, tomorrow's the day you go. So anyway, I need to return some parcels today. I wanna go to the gym. I'm trying to keep up just doing like twice a week, 3 times a week. We would have done 3 times a week after I've been today, which is good. But gym, we're ticking that off immediately. I need to take some parcels back. I need to do so much washing because I want to take some of the stuff that needs washing. I need to pack, get all the stuff out that I want to take. I've got some work stuff that I need to wrap up before I go. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff. So today is a day of getting stuff done, being productive, prepping for traveling. It's just all the things. And we're just gonna spend the entire day together. Right, I'm gonna jump out the car because it's already way later than I planned to get on with my day. It's 8 o'clock. I wanted to be here by 7 o'clock, but I am an hour late. So let's go crack on and kick off some productivity for the day. Right, see you in there. So after saying, oh, I'll see you in there and being all excited about it, I got into the gym and it was so busy and I'm just way too chicken to film in front of people when like there's lots of people in there. Just way too intimidated. So sorry I didn't show you any of my workout whatsoever, but it was actually a really good one because when I got in there I was like, okay, there's no way I'm filming. I had like a really intense, really good workout. It was like a full body, anyway, really satisfying. I'm now back. I'm telling you, this journey to washing my hair less, I want to get down to like, ideally once a week would be amazing, but if we can't manage once a week then twice a week. It's a grim journey, isn't it? Because you basically just have to have like greasy hair until your hair adjusts. And I also always have like loads of little flyaways. I'm sure you see them. My hair's always ridiculous when I tie it up, but I did recently just buy, well, it just arrived today, is it brioche, actually I have no idea how you pronounce it, the Style and Treat, like one of those like slick things. Anyway, so I'm gonna give it a go now. My hair does not deserve a wash. I swear I wash my hair so frequently and I'm trying so hard to wash it less, but I just hate having greasy hair days. Anyway, I'm also absolutely starving, so I'm gonna go have some breakfast. I have no idea what we've got in the fridge. We're at that really like awkward stage just before you go on holiday where the fridge is starting to empty and there is some stuff in there, but nothing that like makes up a whole meal. So meals start becoming really weird, like combo things. Right, okay, so this bit over here is not ideal. Let's see what this stick is all about. Because this says that it's a Style and Treat, so apparently whatever's in this stick is also good for your hair. Oh, okay. It just looks almost like a little deodorant stick. Do you reckon I just like, that work? Oh, maybe. Oh, it does work. It does work, I can feel it. Actually, because my hair is so greasy, I don't have like crazy flyaways today, but I really wanted to try it. Wait, on this side I do. You're not gonna be able to see these. This is just gonna have to be one of those things that's just satisfying for me in person. And I'll have to show you it again another time. Oh, I kind of rate that actually. What I also really need is one of those brushes that I see like all the girls that do like beautiful like slick backs. They have like a little brush as well that makes it all like smoother. I'm never going to be someone that does a slick back unless I absolutely have to because it's a greasy hair day, but okay, I fully think I'd recommend that. I think it's one of those things that I'll have to test over time, and I know I look a bit like an egg now, but that has actually made the whole thing so much neater. Oh, fun! I love it when you find a new beauty product that you've never tried before. This is my year of trying new hair stuff as well. I told you in my last video, like, I'm on a hair mission. Right, I'm so hungry. Let's go have some breakfast. And then first up, whilst I've kind of like still got a bit of residual energy from like the post-gym endorphins, we're doing a full house clean. Kitchen's terrible, living room's terrible. Cameron actually lit the fire first thing this morning because he's like, because we're going away tomorrow. It's going to be like our last fire of January. And I reckon we'll still light it in February, but we're running out of fire days. So whatever excuse we've come up with, I've no idea. Anyway, we've lit the fire in the morning. So that's on. Kitchen first, then living room. This does always feel like a FaceTime to me, but you can't actually reply. But this is please telepathically remind me before the end of the day I need to clean all my makeup brushes and like my beauty blenders and stuff before we go away. They are so gross. It's been like 3 weeks since I've cleaned them, probably a full month, and it has to be done. In fact, it's definitely more than a month because I cleaned them just before we went away for Christmas. So that's awful. It's a miracle my skin isn't like completely broken out. So please remind me by the end of the day, do the makeup brushes. Right, let's go eat, let's go clean. Let's get into the swing of things.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Okay, that's feeling like a really good like first start with the house. Kitchen's had a bit of a clean. Still probably got like 2 loads of laundry left to do, which makes it a little bit tight because our tumble dryer doesn't dry very well. And I want to have everything like put away before we go away, but we're not leaving till tomorrow evening. So I do still have some of the day tomorrow. Anyway, I've now got myself a cup of tea. I need to sit down for like a few hours of focused laptop time. I've got a few emails that I need to send back and forth from our planner. But I need to not get distracted by wedding stuff. That's extracurricular. I have actual work I need to get done. So I'm gonna sit down now, do some editing, do some emails, review some contracts, things like that. And then later on we can pack. I just wanna pack, like I'm just so excited to pack. That's all I wanna do today, but I'm trying to get everything else done first. So when it comes to packing, I can just enjoy that process. I also have started watching The Traitors. I know I'm so behind and I'm so slow, like, to this whole thing, but The Traitors, I don't really know if it's like elsewhere, if it's as big of a deal elsewhere in the world. It's on BBC iPlayer. It's just like the most British show ever, and it's so good. I'm absolutely hooked. And I ended last night, like I watched a few episodes, I just like binged them last night, and I'm so desperate to watch more. So I'm telling myself that when I start packing, I'm allowed to watch an episode of The Traitors. So I'm really trying to like use that as my reward for being productive for the rest of today. Anyway, gonna now get on with some work. I'm also really pleased with how this whole egghead slick back thing is progressing. So I'll definitely link the little stick that I bought in case any of you want it. Like, it doesn't feel too greasy. Like, it definitely feels like I've put something in my hair, but it doesn't feel like oily, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's kind of worked. I mean, no flyaways have like escaped, and mine are very like sticky outy. So I'm happy with that. Right, enough. Let's get to work. Okay, I have to be honest, ended up doing a lot more computer-based work today than I thought I was going to, but that's fine, it doesn't matter. It is now 4 o'clock, 4:30, something, what is it? 4:15. Let's pack. Let's pack. I'm so excited. Right, I'm gonna get myself a glass of wine. I don't care that it's not 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock in South Africa. In fact, it's 6:15 in South Africa. So that means I can have a glass of wine. So I'm gonna go get myself a glass of wine. We're gonna start getting all the stuff out. I think I'm gonna actually like pack tomorrow, because the list of jobs in my brain keeps growing of like more stuff that I have to do like on my laptop, like work-wise, before I switch off, because I really want tomorrow. I have to edit a video tomorrow. Anyway, I need to save tomorrow for tomorrow. So I'm gonna get a glass of wine. We're gonna get all the stuff out into piles on the bed. Also the suitcases in the shed, and like I can't bother to like go rummaging around in the shed to get it because it's freezing outside. Get all the stuff out into piles. I get prepped, get out all of my, what are they called? Packing cubes. Get those out, and then if I can have like pants, socks, bikinis, PJs, gym stuff, like tops and shorts, maybe I'll just stop there and I'll leave dresses for tomorrow, because I'll leave them hung up so that they're not like all creased for so long, and I'll put them in tomorrow. If I can get all that stuff laid out tonight, and then we can put it all in the suitcase tomorrow, that will be good and productive. And then we have the challenge of what is the most delicious thing we can make for dinner, the most random ingredients of whatever we've got left in the fridge. So we'll make a proper dinner together. And then whilst I'm telling you all of my thoughts and all of my plans, I also would love to have a bath tonight and just decompress, unwind. It's been quite a stressful week, I have to be honest, which I'll tell you more about once I've had a glass of wine. But yeah, we have had some stresses, and I'm ready. I'm ready for holiday. I'm ready for a glass of wine. Right, I'm gonna go do that now. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just wait there. Okay, we have our glass of wine. Let's get going. Right, I'm gonna pack whilst I tell you all about what we're up to with the wedding, because I feel like my intention was to have this like wedding diary series thing, which you guys know I've done 1 episode of, and I do have content filmed for another episode of it. But at the moment, everything's feeling very like bitty, and I want to tell you what we're doing like now, and it kind of be sprinkled in amongst the vlogs rather than having to wait for there to be like enough to be worthy of even like a 20-minute vlog. Like, they're so bitty that they would be like really, really short videos, which I just think would probably annoy you and would probably annoy me to make as well. Anyway, so where we're at currently. Okay, sorry, I just grabbed some of my summer clothes so I can start going through them. Where we're at currently with the wedding is, okay, actually, let me start with the itinerary for the trip that we're going on. So we're there for 9 days. We fly out tomorrow evening. We're doing 3 days in Cape Town. We're like a short walk to Camps Bay. We're basically staying right in Camps Bay. So we're doing 3 nights at Camps Bay. That's where we're gonna see Cameron's family. He's actually got a lot of his family also live in Australia. They're kind of all over the place, but he's got his family flying down Durban and Joburg and Australia, all the way from Australia. So we're gonna see them for a couple of days, which will be really nice. And then we wanna do Table Mountain because my mum and my sister have never been up Table Mountain. We might go to Kirstenbosch if we've got time, which is like a really beautiful, like botanical gardens. And then we're gonna do a drive, which is just like my favorite drive. And you basically drive all the way along the coast to like Kalk Bay, which is kind of like a little fishing village. and all the way to Cape Point, which is like, I don't think it's actually the most southern tip, but it just feels like you're on the edge of the world there. And it's so beautiful. It's kind of like a national park. It's beautiful. We'll go do that whole drive, and then you drive back along Chapman's Peak Drive, which is basically like a cliff. It's like a road that runs all the way along the cliff, and the sun sets right along that road. It's beautiful. Anyway, so I really want to take Mum and my sister on that whole drive around the coast, and that'll be like a whole day, which will be really nice. And then after those 3 nights, then we dive into wedding stuff. So we're going to see 3 venues whilst we're out there. We have put a deposit down on one venue. Like, we've booked the date, we've booked the venue, but our deposit is refundable because we're still so far out from the wedding. We basically only would lose an admin fee if we cancel this far out. So I'm 99.999% sure that we're going to go with the venue we've booked. We've put the deposit down on. I can't imagine anything being more perfect. It just ticks every single one of my boxes. It's perfect for like a slightly smaller, intimate wedding. Like, the gardens and the grounds are beautiful. The mountains are right there. Everyone can stay on site. It ticks all of my boxes, and I just want my wedding to feel, our wedding, to feel like all of my favourite people have gone on one giant like group holiday, and we just get to like bask in the sunshine and drink lovely wine and spend a few days together that just feel like really, really solid, like quality time. And I think this venue offers that. So I'm so sure we're going to go with that one, but we are going to see a couple of others, which I'll definitely take you to see at some way, somehow. I don't know what vlog that'll go in, but I'll film the other venues that we're going to see, because you never know, they might be great and it might throw a huge spanner in the works. So then we're doing 3 days, going to see our venue, going to see other venues. We've got some cake tastings in. I've got a makeup trial that I'm doing. We're meeting our planner to go through all the details and our budget and everything and see if we're on track. I think we've also got a coffee in with our videographer, which will be really fun. I know videography is one of those things that, like, for some people is like not really worth it. For me, one of my favourite things to do outside of watching Taylor Swift reaction videos is watching other people's wedding videos on YouTube. Like, I just watch them and cry. I just love, and I love watching other people's love stories. I get so invested, and just wedding videos are just one of my favourite things ever to watch. There was no question in my mind that we were getting a videographer so that I can watch my own video and cry to it for years to come. So we're doing 3 days doing all of that stuff. I feel like I've already not spoiled it, but I feel like I've already spilled the beans. But if I haven't, we're going to get married in Franschhoek, which is like the wine region of Cape Town, probably of the whole of South Africa. It's the wine place. So we're getting married on a vineyard in Franschhoek, which is just beyond the dream, right? I mean, it's just beyond the wildest imagination of anything I could have come up with when I was younger and planning my dream wedding. So we've exceeded little Ellen's expectations already. Right, okay, that is a pile of stuff that's coming with. This is a pile of stuff that's coming with. This is a pile of stuff not coming with. So let me just take these back. Okay, sorry, next batch of stuff that I want to get folding. Anyway, so that all is amazing. Where did I get up to? We're doing 3 days of wedding stuff, and then we are basically heading to the coast, kind of in the middle of nowhere, but we're just heading to the coast, like just outside of Hermanus, for 3 days, just to like chill and decompress and talk about all the wedding stuff that has happened so far, and to basically have 3 days in an Airbnb with like a giant braai set up so we can just barbecue every night. We don't need to go out anywhere or do anything, and just chill and basically make our wedding invitations and our wedding website, because hopefully this strategy is all based on hope. Hopefully we'll have gone, yep, absolutely, that is our venue, we're sticking with it. And then we want to get our invites out like immediately so that people have enough time to book their flights and plan their travel. And I just want to make sure that I give everybody like a really solid amount of time, because it's such a big commitment to ask people to fly what feels like halfway across the world for my wedding. So I want to give people as much prep, and like I want to make a website that's got loads of like tips and tricks and for like getting discounts, and like when like there are certain sales on flights throughout the year. I just want to make it all as helpful as possible, and then I want to make a bit of like an itinerary, because realistically people that are going to fly to South Africa for the wedding are going to be coming for a holiday. I want my wedding to be an enjoyable experience for everybody. It kind of feels like I'm throwing everyone a party, and I know some people will be like, the wedding's just about the two of you. And it is, but like Cameron and I's, one of our love languages, or it's not a love language, I think we just love our community of people around us so much that it makes us so happy and so excited to be able to, they're being so generous, flying all the way to see us. So for us to be able to give back and be like, right, we're just going to plan you guys like the most epic holiday. And part of that holiday, you come to our wedding. So we want to make sure that we've got like restaurant recommendations. And if anybody wants to go off and do safari, like any of the lodges that we really recommend, just put together like a whole like travel website thing, which I'm sure some people think is overkill, but we're so excited to do it. So we'll probably spend the last 3 days doing that. So amazing trip, can't wait. It's gonna be wonderful. But we have had a few stresses this week, just with like a few different things. Some of them are like small fry stresses, but that just like still build up in terms of like some of our vendors not being great or not replying, and then we're like, okay, maybe we need to switch it. Or we've already kind of given a verbal agreement that we're going to go with someone, we're then changing to go with someone else, and I feel so guilty when you do that. But then Cameron's like, no, they did this to themselves. Like if they are demonstrating that they're like not responding and being a bit questionable, then like we have to. Anyway, so changing up some of our vendors, which is like small but feels, I just don't like anything like that. And then the bigger stuff that's a disappointment is that my dad's now not coming on the trip, which it's fine. It's just sad for him, for me, for everybody. I think I mentioned way back when in like October time that I had a family member that wasn't very well. It was actually my dad, and he had a stroke, and he's fine. Like he is actually fine, which is what I said at the time. He's better than fine. He's awesome. Like a stroke is a big thing, and he could easily not be here, and he is, and he's fine, but he's still recovering, and he just has to take things a little bit slower. And anyway, a trip out to South Africa is just a bridge too far for him at the moment, and it's kind of like a last minute decision that has been made now. So he's no longer coming with, which is sad, but it's also fine because the most important thing is him and like his health and him feeling good, and I don't want him to come stressed or worried or for it to drain him any more than necessary. And, you know, by this time next year, it's a whole year away, everything will be great. But that's just been like a bit sad this week. Not so much that he's not coming, I don't really mind about that, more just sad that he's not feeling good. That's how life goes. Anyway, so then Cameron's had some stresses with work. It's all just little things that accumulate and make for a stressful week. And January is just like a hard time to deal with life stuff, isn't it? Like it's so grey and cold and miserable. It's not like you can go sit in the sunshine and feel better about the situation. But yeah, so that is where we're at. I think it's going to be such a good trip. We're so excited. So it's the 4 of us going. It's me, Cameron, my sister, and my mum. And we're going to just go, take loads of pictures, suss out the venue, and everything wedding-y is just going to start to become like just oh no, my neatly folded pile. It's going to start to become so real, which right now it all feels a bit like a fever dream, like not really a real thing that I'm planning with my actual wedding. It feels like I'm planning an imaginary party that may never happen. Anyway, right, that's a big update from me. This is the pile of all I think I've got all my bottoms, tops, and dresses that I will just iron when I get there. The dresses that need to stay nice, I'll get out in just a second. Well, I'll get out tomorrow. Next up is pants, socks, bikinis, and then go downstairs to do another load of laundry. Right, enough from me. Let's get going with our next round of productivity. Dinner time, we're both hungry, or we will be soon. It's just gone 6 o'clock, and I think it is going to be a bit of like a random dinner. I think we said maybe it'll end up being some kind of pasta bake, but we'll get all the bits out and see where we're at. I've got a bag of Cavolo Nero, which is technically out of date, but Cavolo Nero is one of those amazing breads that like it just like lasts for ages. A lot of salad ingredients. We've got some mushrooms, some tomatoes, and then like celery, salad, cucumber.
Tomatoes?
I've got tomatoes. I think it's going to be a bit of a random tomato, mushroom, and kale pasta situation. In which case, you have an important decision to make.
Yes, okay.
Pardon?
That's ruining your phone.
No, right. Cameron just said something really rude, which I'm going to cut out because it was very inappropriate. Right. What pasta shape would you like?
Don't say that I said something rude on the internet.
You did. He said something
No,
really.
don't say that.
He said something really
No, you're
inappropriate.
telling on me. You're telling me.
Don't be cheeky then, and I won't tell on you. Right. Do you want
You don't like cheese.
the little? I do like the cheekiness. Do you want the snails, penne, or chunky tubes for your
I'm
pasta?
thinking chunky tubes.
Chunky tubes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or penne. I
Yeah.
think the snails are great, but I think the sauce will be quite chunky.
And we've had a couple of snails, haven't
And we're
we?
gonna have cabanero, and we're gonna have like chunkier, stringier bits in it.
Okay. All right. He has spoken. Chunky tubes it is. Schiaffoni.
Sorry? Sorry? Say that again for me?
No. Schiaffoni.
Exactly.
I have no idea how you pronounce
That's
it.
it.
Yeah. Maybe it's schiaffoni. I have no idea how you pronounce that pasta shape. Please don't come for me, Italy. I'm sorry. I love pasta. I just can't pronounce any of the names. Okay, official. Let's get cookies.
That's isn't that the brand?
No, I think the brand is the thing. The beginning with the.
Ah, it's Schiaffoni.
Sorry.
Schiaffoni. Schiaffoni. Come on.
Right. Let's turn this into some dinner. Okay, seriously, how good does this look? You have to ignore the very loud washing machine in the background, but a creamy veg pasta for dinner. And I haven't tried it yet, but I think this is actually going to be so good. Sometimes the best meals come out of just throwing random things together. I would never have put these things together otherwise. Truly never. And we have leftovers for tomorrow for lunch before we head off to the airport in the afternoon. Perfect. Well, actually, the first test is give him a fork. Cameron, you're going to taste test. Actually, I haven't put any parmesan.
Looks epic.
Thank you.
Well done, baby.
I haven't put any parmesan on it yet, but you...
Wow, I'm actually really impressed that you just from some scraps in the fridge we discussed. I don't know, it feels like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
We pulled this together.
it's been a while, but yes, go on. Give it a go. Haven't actually tasted it, so you just have to pretend it's great. Yeah?
Garlic, tomato. What is this? kale,
Yeah.
mushrooms, creamy cashews.
Mm-hmm.
10 out of 10 now.
Thank you.
Tomatoes are really good.
Thank you. Right, I apologise for how shiny my forehead probably is now. It's very warm in here, but I think I'm going to sit on the sofa. Cameron's doing some work. I'm going to sit on the sofa and keep watching Traitors because it's getting so dramatic and I'm obsessed. I think I'm watching series 3. I don't know if there's a series 4 that's like currently live on TV because I saw some people today on Instagram being like, it's Traitors Day, but I'm just watching it on BBC iPlayer. But I'm obsessed. So anyway, I'm going to go watch that now, have some dinner. Oh, finally chill time. To bed and guess what I've just realised I didn't do today. I didn't clean the makeup brushes after all that. I actually didn't do it. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow. I actually can't believe I didn't do it. Oh dear. I just always deprioritise it, and this evening that was watching The Traitors. I feel like I'm literally like so on edge now, which is not a good thing before bed, but it's so good. If you don't watch it, start watching it. I'm hooked. It's very like British television though. I don't know how well it would translate overseas, but because it's like just a game show, but we love a game show and it's such a good one. Anyway, I'm now getting ready for bed. I've just been putting my moisturiser on, the Cordially night cream. I'm so pleased I've got it back with the top up and I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm really struggling with what to do about what book to read next. I cannot decide whether to start reading Iron Flame. I never read it because I just heard not great things about it and I just thought the like Fourth Wing didn't blow me away so that I wouldn't pick it up. Now like all of the Onyx Storm hype is so massive, I'm feeling really left out. So I don't know whether to just bite the bullet and read Iron Flame and like I could binge it on the plane. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for spending the day with me. I know it's been a very like average / homey admin day, but I felt so good ticking off a bunch of things before we go away tomorrow. I literally just need to pack all of the things that I got out into my suitcase. I'm gonna check in actually right now. I think we can officially check in from now because the flight's at like, I don't know what time tomorrow, but it's late tomorrow. And then we're off. I'm definitely gonna be vlogging a lot of the trip, but I'll just have to see how I go and see how it is with like family time and everything as to when I can actually get a vlog up because I don't want to spoil a very special trip by being on my laptop too much. So we'll see how we go, but I can't wait to share it with you. I can't wait to show you around the wedding venues. It's gonna be so much fun, but thank you so much for spending the day with me. I hope you're having the loveliest week and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye guys.